It's 2018. Influencer marketing is here to stay. Supposed to be a $5 or $10 billion industry over the next couple of years. And if you have no idea what's going on with the fake engagement and fake likes and followers that's happening, especially on Instagram, this article might be pretty informative. We've seen over late the click farms from Chinese factories where there's thousands of phones lined up and everyone just goes in liking photos. That kind of morphed into bots that do it for you. And there's companies like Perk TV and Vigil that you can watch ads to get points and cash those points in for crypto and money. But there's a big industry problem here, and I think there's going to be a day of reckoning that comes again, a lot like 2014 when we had that purge on Instagram. A lot of people lost a lot of followers, but there's some interesting reasons why I think that's going to happen a little bit differently. You know, with Facebook opening their own marketplace specifically for influencers, they're going to have to answer to brands like Unilever and Procter & Gamble and Nestle if they get scammed. You know, if Procter & Gamble decides they're going to start entering the influencer marketing space very heavily and they use an influencer from Instagram's marketplace and they get scammed by that person because it's all fake engagement, who are they going to go and have to answer to? Is the influencer going to have to answer to Procter & Gamble? Or is Procter & Gamble going to look at Instagram or Facebook and say, hey, we just got scammed, get control of your platform. Why am I getting scammed in your marketplace on your platform? These people need to be 86'd off. I think the likelihood of P&G going to Instagram and Instagram having to answer to that 800-pound gorilla for advertising dollars is a lot more likely. That might initiate a big purge of fake accounts and fake followers. So I'm excited to see what happens with that and how that ends up changing the landscape of the industry and seeing those who are doing it right kind of skyrocket. Specific to Instagram, there's several ways. It's, you know, you buy likes, you buy comments, you enter an engagement pod, which is a group of people that are obligated to engage in people's photos. They don't actually care about the photos or the people maybe even. They just have got to put a comment on the photo so that they in return can get the comment for themselves. And it's really destroying what the industry could be. You know, if a picture of a bar of soap in one photo does just as well as a picture of the same influencer wearing a bikini, that's a good tell that the person is buying likes. There should be a big disparity between those two things. People just simply aren't going to like a bar of soap as much as they are a girl in a bikini. That's just the way it works. One of the best examples of great, true, real, engaged audience advertising is by a influencer, Krista Horton. In this ad, she puts herself in her bathroom with a very raw self-shot style video and talks about her carpet that she has in her bathroom, which is very specific to her audience, and only her audience would really understand that if they follow her. It's made just for her audience, and she's speaking to them about something. She's reading comments of people that hate her carpet, and at the end she mentions washing away the haters with the soap product that she's promoting. And if you look at the comments, each and every one of those comments is about her carpet or how funny the video is, and it's really just one of the best ads I've seen as an influencer, but just generally speaking about the true engagement, that's it. No one is going to want to talk to her about the soap that she's promoting. They want to talk about the thing that she's talking about, her carpet, the haters, that kind of stuff. That's real engagement. But the fact is, those viewers paid to play. They saw the ad too. And that's what it takes to be a really good influencer, is engaging content that is not specifically just about a brand. And any influencer that's out there putting up multiple ads a day or just putting ads up and giving literal breakdowns of what the ad's about and getting a bunch of comments suddenly that say, wow, I love that brand. It's just so amazing. I can't wait to try it. That's all pod engagement. These people are obligated to comment. They don't care about the product. They just want the reciprocity from that person saying, okay, I liked your photo, now you gotta like mine. That's what really is the difference between a real influencer and not a real influencer. And if you're a brand out there and you're unable to recognize the difference, you need to pay a company to choose really good influencers for you. The problem is that because there's no scale with influencers, it takes a lot of time to get each one done. You have to go back and forth 5 times on contracts sometimes. So you don't have enough time maybe to vet all this stuff out. So now you have to sign longer term contracts with really good ones, which is starting to happen, 3-4 month, every month contracts. What's really sad though is some of these brands might even know that they're not getting the best engagement possible, and they still go back to these influencers. Like, what are you doing? This is fake engagement. You're not actually getting what you're paying for. These people are selling you fake likes and fake pod engagement. They have scammed you, and yet they go back to them because they need the content. They need some sort of traffic. They need effort. And it comes down mainly to the fact that there are low paid people working at these companies that are required to make the deals, and they don't really care at the end of the day because it's not their company. Their job is to get 40 influencer contracts done a month, and as long as they get that done, they keep their job and their rent is paid. If you can pay some other employee just to vet out, or get an intern to vet out the quality of the influencer, everything's going to change. And if those brands refuse to work with the scam artists again, then they're going to be out of business quickly. And if that is, in fact, if the purge doesn't happen, because if that happens, they're going to be looking a lot like Lance Armstrong. They've, fooled a lot of people that followed and supported them, and at the end of the day, it was all fake. They're going to end up apologizing, I guarantee it, and their reputations will be ruined too. But it's a very interesting industry. It's fast-paced and it's changing a lot. It's growing like crazy too. So if you're not using influencers, I do highly recommend it, but be careful with who you choose. Choose wisely. Do your research. Spend some time, and your money will go far.